Sometimes people ask me, what are you doing these days? And as an engineer, as a trained engineer and computer scientist, this is what I've been doing in the past 25 years, basically writing code or eventually moving also in tech leadership, managing teams, building digital products and software. So there is the engineering part of me, which is always there and always has been there. Even before I went into computer science, I was into programming. And nowadays, in the past 4 years, if you look up my history and my story, you've seen that I basically started and founded the Mindful Leader, where I was focusing more on helping others become a better leader through mentoring, coaching, and so on. And so the question was then for me, is this now actually a new thing? Or is it in my heart I still feel like an engineer? And then it actually dawned to me this morning that all I've done is shifted my focus from the actual software code to mind and body. And so it is, the motto basically is rewriting the software of your mind and your body to think and function better. This is what it is. So that's why I call this video exactly this way. So rewriting your software of your mind and body to think and function better. So that's what I'm doing actually nowadays, and what I've been doing in the past 10 years, nothing else, is rewriting my own software. But then also once I felt that I'm getting good results, reproducible results, and I was looking for particular KPIs to validate these results as well. Once I've seen it was very solid, it works very well, software is software, mind and body, and I share a little bit what I mean with this. But then I also started working with others, helping them to assist them in their journey so that they can also rewrite their own software of mind and body. So this is where I am now. So I'm deep inside of me, there is still the engineer, and just the focus shifted from software to the mind and the body. And the mind itself, I always refer to this as software. It is the mind operating system. There is, in my analogy, there is the brain. The brain is the hardware. And then the mind is basically running as the software on the brain. It has basically all the glitches, what you can expect from typical big complex software. So it needs a lot of debugging, it needs a lot of rewriting. You can see that if you actually systematically start making this a priority to fix your own software, your mind software, you will think better, literally. You'll think better, you feel better. There's plenty of benefits. It's feel calmer, there's less noise and garbage going on in your mind. There's so many benefits. I could do many videos just on the benefits of this. But here it's the principle. What I want to point to is there is a software, the mind software. Let's rewrite it. So this is how the mind basically then can think better. And then on the other side, there's the body. In the body, when it boils down on cellular level, so you're basically just a collection a collection of trillions of cells, basically 37 trillion. And those cells, they work together ideally in harmony. There is an intelligence in your body that works very well. And the blueprint of your body is your DNA. The DNA is basically there in every cell of your body, and it contains the building block. So you could also say that this is then basically a piece of the hardware. Yes, it is. But there is also a software there. And this is what I discovered a few years ago, the science of epigenetics. So epigenetics is the software that runs on top of your DNA and controls the gene expressions. So again, there's software. Here we go. And it's a It's a beautiful architectured software. It's really fun once you get into this. But you can now support your body better. But once you know, for instance, what genes need a little bit more of support, others that don't. And so the way you can think about it is, again, rewrite the software here. Now you rewrite the software of your body because epigenetics allows you to express those genes differently. Blueprint is the same. Again, hardware is here fixed, unfortunately. We have what we have on our genes, but we can run the software differently. And now you can see it. There is software in the body, then there is software in the mind. And if you start actually working on both, you have to work on both. Usually I recommend first fixing the software in the mind, then you work on the body, and then you can get remarkable results. But, here's the but, what it requires is awareness, your level of present awareness, your LPA. You have to cultivate more awareness in your life, and without awareness nothing is going to last, and it's also not going to work. So I've seen people who got excited about biohacking, for instance. Biohacking is just a methodology that you can think about like a tool set. It's an agile manner of upgrading the body. But so they tried certain things, it didn't work out. So they maybe had you may know for yourself, you have these New Year's resolutions. Let's lose 5 kilograms of weight. And then you go into the new year, and then 2 or 3 years it's gone. So why is it gone? Right? That is called lack of awareness. And that's why awareness is the underlying superpower to make sure that you are actually successful in rewriting the software of your mind and your body. So that's why this is really part also of my high performance mind program, or in general of the concept, is always cultivate more awareness in your life through mindfulness. I suggest measurable mindfulness to make this a little bit more concrete and measurable, leveraging latest tech, neurofeedback, you name it. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do here, but cultivating awareness is the priority. And once you cultivate awareness, you become aware of what's going on in your mind, so that you actually become aware what are the issues to fix, what do I need to fix? Or when you do these things all over again, these patterns that are not helpful, these reactive patterns, well, you become aware of them. This is how you know, oh, they're still there. Let's start with the changes of the software. Let's make it better. So awareness is the driver. It's the fundament pretty much all around it. And that's why it's important to cultivate awareness, and then you can rewrite the mind and the body software. So this is, I hope this makes sense. You may want to listen again to this video if it didn't resonate immediately with you, to really understand these core concepts that mind and body is software. Now you would, maybe the last question you would think about now, well, if it's software, what is the programming language? Right? How do I do it? Well, the programming language for the mind is rooted in neuroscience. Neuroscience is well studied in the past 40, 50 years or more. There's many methodologies out there that you can use to rewrite the software to basically change patterns in your subconscious mind. And for the body, it's the science of epigenetics. Epigenetics allows you to make changes to your lifestyle. I'll give you one big example, probably one with a very big impact, is food. Food is information. So it's not just you eat something, it's information. You're feeding your body with information. The body breaks the food down, it's called digestion, and it basically creates these little molecules that are then being absorbed in your colon and getting distributed in the bloodstream. And so these molecules are then basically the, so to speak, the programming language that your body understands. And depending on what information you feed, so this is how you write your program, is you become aware of what you eat and eat good stuff. probably your grandmother already told you what good stuff means, and there is a lot of truth to this. Of course, nowadays with science, there's a lot of new findings on what good nutrition is. But this is how it works. So this is the programming language. Is, for instance, food. There's obviously more. There's exercise. There's fasting. So sleep at the end, right? There is a lot of different things that are the tools that you need to change the software. But this would go beyond the scope of this video. Here, the summary is there is software, mind and body. You can rewrite them. I encourage you to do so. It's doable. It can be measured. And you need awareness. You need to cultivate more awareness using mindfulness. Otherwise, in my experience, it's not going to last or work.